Hello, everyone. Looks like we're ready to begin. I'd like to thank everyone for attending today's webinar, ALLDATA Mobile, Bridging the Gap Between All Data Information and OBDII Technology. A little bit about myself before we start. I'm a program manager here at ALLDATA. I've been here roughly about 13 years, serving various roles within product development for our information products, and roughly about 15 years experience in the automotive aftermarket. I'm the primary manager of ALLDATA Mobile on multiple platforms, and been on the project for roughly about 3 years running. We had our first release this year back in January, and we've been updating it ever since, roughly about 9 updates. And for today's webinar, we're going to be covering a multiple of topics, but to start off, there's a Q&A chat window within your presentation screen. Feel free to ask questions anytime during the webinar. I'll be answering as many as I can at the end of the session, and we'll be following up on the ones that we didn't have a chance to cover. And also, if you request or require a one-on-one demo, there's a phone number that you can call at the end of the webinar that you could schedule your specific demo, and there's people waiting on the phone right now, so the response should be very, very quickly. So for today's webinar, we're going to be covering a multitude of topics, starting off with overall tablet app use in the marketplace, what we're seeing in the general market, not so much the automotive aftermarket. We're watching what's happening in the overall marketplace when it comes to tablet adoptions and app development. Then also cover some topics on tablets and the role that they play in the automotive aftermarket as a replacement or a companion also too, as a companion to PCs and what's being utilized in the base right now being laptops. We're going to cover the ALLDATA Mobile Android benefits, the functionality that's on top of the repair information and the functionality that actually links into the repair information. Share a little bit of data on what we've seen in usage after 6 months in the marketplace, how technicians are using ALLDATA Mobile, some feedback on it. Then we're going to go into a live demonstration of ALLDATA Mobile. What I'm going to do is I'm actually be running the actual app and broadcast it over the webinar. I'm actually wirelessly connected to a simulator that simulates very basic ECU functionality. So when you're going through the demo, please note that this is a development ECU. It's very thin. It only has a few parameters in it. If I was connected to an actual vehicle, the data coming from the simulator would be much more robust. Then we're going to cover some of the features of ALLDATA Mobile. Right now, we're handling OBDII diagnostics, but I want to share a little bit of information of what we're doing with the platform to move it forward. Then the final screen was going to be covering special pricing. This is a SEMA special. That's good until November 7th. There's a promo code and a phone number to call, the same phone number actually for scheduling your one-on-one demo. So wait until the end of the webinar, and I'll share that information with you. First off, what we're seeing in tablet use in the overall marketplace. Early on in 2013, eMarketer actually estimated 40% of the U.S. population will be utilizing a tablet at least monthly by the end of 2014. On top of that, there was a research study that was just released from Pew where they're seeing actual numbers of 42%. So really the predictions and the realities are pretty close. The tablet is becoming pretty much a fixture in people's everyday lives, utilizing as a utility, and the technology is basically here to stay, and it's good news because that means it's going to be improving as the technology moves forward. The second data piece is actually internet usage through a tablet and an app. In 2013, 80% of internet activity, basically time measurements of internet activity, were being utilized through mobile apps. That is, people accessing internet-based information through an app opposed to a browser. In 2014, that number jumped up to 86%, and browser usage within a tablet or within an app shrank in accordance to that. So what we're seeing is people utilizing apps for specific needs to meet their internet demands, be it business or entertainment. Entertainment would be a good example is people utilizing ESPN's app to get sports updates, NASCAR, to get racing updates. People are utilizing apps to get this information and interact with the program, opposed to just going to a website. Now for tablets in the aftermarket, there's many advantages to utilizing a tablet in the Bay, but the pieces that really come to the surface is personalization, multifunction, reduced technology support, and low cost, and higher durability. For personalization, you could reduce PC sharing and deploy multiple tablets within a facility to meet your employee or technician needs. Basically, have them on the shelf. They could be grabbed, taken over to the Bay. Very easy to move about the shop. And with that is multifunction also. Is basically tablets and apps are not just for accessing Facebook and email anymore. There's actually a pretty robust selection of business apps out there to be ran on a thin level within a tablet, and that's what we're doing also. We're building out app-specific functions for our customers to access ALLDATA benefits. With tablets, there is definitely reduced technology support. Tablets are less prone to devices or viruses and require less support because the OS is very thin and updates are easily deployed. Accessing the Play Store, for example, when we're talking about Android, it's very easy to be alerted that there's a software update. All you have to hit is update or update automatically, and you get the latest version. The lower cost and higher durability benefits are pretty apparent. A tablet is cheaper than a mid-quality laptop, and with the proper case is much more durable than a typical PC or a laptop. The picture that you see there is my personal laptop my personal tablet that we utilize for testing. It's a Samsung Note 10 with an OtterBox case. I've been using it for the last year consistently in the field and internally. Dropped it many times, and it's hanging in there extremely well. It doesn't have a glass screen. It has a plastic screen, which definitely helps in that durability. Now for benefits of ALLDATA Mobile. Overall, basically, we're bringing information where it's needed most, to the vehicle and the repair bay. And with that, ALLDATA Mobile is a true app, going back to the benefits of an app and moving away from the browser. We're not just a tablet-enabled website. We build out a custom app. It has a customized UI specifically for the touchscreen, designed for the tablets, and it has all the added functionality that you could embed utilizing app technology. In this case, it's OBDII level diagnostics. With that, we have VIN decoding. You could decode the VIN either from directly from the ECU, or if that vehicle doesn't support VIN capture within OBDII standard, we have a VIN barcode scanner within it that decodes the VIN. We're handling basic OBDII diagnostics, including all the P0 codes. With the P0 codes, we're capturing freeze frame information. We have sensor data, and we're able to access the emissions readiness monitors. Now, with all that information being able to capture from the vehicle through ALLDATA Mobile, we're saving all that OBDII activity into a centralized database tied to that specific VIN under your account. So basically, you can connect to that car in the future, hit a history button, and you can pull whatever codes you pull from that vehicle from its previous visit, all the way, from yesterday to years back. And how we're doing this is we're connecting, and this is Android specifically, connecting via Bluetooth, utilizing a third-party adapter. In this case, it's actually OBDII Link MX. It's a pretty high-speed Bluetooth adapter for OBDII standards, one of the best ones we found in the marketplace for this specific need. We're supporting all the J1979 OBDII capabilities and all the major protocols from 96 and above. And what that brings you with that connectivity, again, is being able to read and decode VINs, either from the OBDII port or the barcode scanner, P0 codes, freeze frame, emissions readiness monitors. We have a pretty robust sensor screen. And one of the great features with the ability to read the P0 codes now is As you're reading codes directly from the vehicle, we query the ALLDATA database, and if there's a diagnostic article specifically for that P0 code, we link directly to it. In that second image to the left, that P0300 code, you notice it's a lighter shade of blue. That means there's an article available. All you have to do is click it, and it goes right into the article. Then whenever for all the P-code activity, again, it goes into the history. In that third image, you can see a pretty large amount of P-codes that have been read from that specific vehicle in the history. So just hit the button, you go back, everything's date stamped, and you could basically follow the whole history of DTC activity from that vehicle within your shop. The navigation now is in a grid format, as you can see in that image on the top left. What it is all the system information is listed to the left, and all the information types that are tied to those associated systems, subsystems, or components are denoted by an icon that appears. So all you have to do is touch the icon, and you go right directly into that information. And as part of the redesign to run in ALLDATA Mobile, is we redesigned the search features for this product, where all the search returns are instantaneous, and they're grouped by the associated information type. So now you can search for a component, and you could scroll through all the information that is tied specifically to parts and labor, in this case, description and operation, or service and repair, or whatever information type. It's all grouped nice and neat. It just makes it that much easier to find the article you're looking for. Just kind of a high-level number on how people are using it now. We're finding from the existing customer base, existing user base, and again, our rollout is relatively new. This is a new product. We have 25%, close to 25% of the people actually connecting vehicles and finding value in connecting vehicles. And what that is, those customers are able to track the top vehicles by DTC activity, as you can see on the right. Now for the live demo, we're going to be covering a few different things here. And again, I just want to remind everyone that if you have a question, please feel free to put it in the Q&A chat at any time, and I'll be following up with answers at the end of the webinar. But for the demo, we're going to be going through reading and translating the VIN. I'm going to show you how that goes. And also, for this specific demo, I'm going to be connecting to the ECU that does not support a VIN and show you how the barcode scanner works. Show you how we're reading the DTCs and how seamless it is between DTC and linking directly to that specific article. Show you a sample of the freeze spray information with that specific DTC, our emissions monitors or emissions readiness screen, show you some of the standard graphing that is available from this MOXIE ECU. Again, if I was connected to a live car, the list would be a lot larger. The list is actually responsive to what the vehicle supports. Then I'm going to show you the search and how it's grouped by I-type. So if everyone could be patient, I'm going to switch over to my demo machine. Now, everyone should be able to see actually the main screen of ALLDATA Mobile. This is the first screen that you see once you open up the app. As you can see right now, there is a vehicle selected, and there's repair information on the system level listed to the right. But what we're going to do is we're going to connect to the vehicle, or connect to this ECU simulator that I have. And to do that, you just hit the OBDII button. Then your connection window will fly out, and as you can see, there's two paired devices listed. One is for Repair Bay 2, one for Repair Bay 1. Part of the functionality of ALLDATA Mobile is the ability to support multiple devices within a shop. So per se, you could have one OBDII adapter dedicated to each bay of the shop and use a single app to go from car to car to car. All you have to do is connect, disconnect, move to the next bay, connect, reconnect to the third bay. You can name as many devices as you need or can handle. It's actually a really nice feature for doing multiple vehicle repair utilizing a single tablet. But for this demo, we're going to connect to Repair Bay 2. Just select the button. Takes a little time for it to connect. As you can see, the first thing you see is an alert box stating that this VIN is not supported on this vehicle. So all you have to do is hit OK. Select the light blue icon to the top right, which actually is the VIN barcode scanner. Select the button, aim at the barcode, snaps the picture, decodes it, and lists it right there for confirmation. In this case, it is the 2004 Honda. Just select it to confirm, and you're now connected to the car. The icon turns green, and as you can see underneath the green icon, it says Repair Bay 2. So no matter where you're at, you could select the main screen, and you know which vehicle you're connected to. For DTCs, just go to the DTC screen. You could get to that. Actually, it's a screen for all the diagnostics. You select the little connection icon on the top right, connect vehicle DTCs. And as you can see, there's no DTCs right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to push a magic button, which breaks this ECU, and it's going to generate some codes. And in this case, we have 7 active and 7 pending codes. That P0300 is a valid code with a diagnostic article. To go to it, just select it, and it goes right into the flowchart. Article scrollable. For the specific flowcharts, they're explodable. And you can pinch and zoom. Actually, all images within the app is pinch and zoomable. Click out. Go back to the DTC screen. Now, we've just read these codes. So what we can do is view vehicle DTC history. And as you can see, there is history in here. They were added to the previous demo, which now we have 14 codes for this ECU. And from there, you can go to freeze frame. This again, this simulator only supports 3 PIDs. If this was an actual car, this would actually be very robust. But we captured the primary freeze frame information, and it is also stored into history. Now let's go back to the DTC screen. I'm going to go ahead and clear things out. Clear these codes. Go back to DTC history. As you can see, the first thing is captured is we have a row of codes on October 23rd, and on October 23rd, we also cleared them. So we're also recording if a code has been cleared or not. For sensors, fuel trim's a default. These are the PIDs that are being supported within this ECU right now, this mock ECU. This list is actually bigger. If I was actually connected to a car, it's responsive to what the vehicle supports. For emissions monitors, as you can see, this vehicle wouldn't pass because, well, actually it would pass now because it is definitely, the mill light is on. The ECU doesn't recognize drive cycles, but in this case, the vehicle would be ready to be tested. It just doesn't support an EGR. Let's take a look at some search features. To search, all you have to do is select the magnifying glass icon on the top bar. Type in your component. And this is what I was talking about. All search returns grouped by the associated information type. Service and repair, all the articles that support water pump within service and repair, list right at the top, parts and labor, specifications, all there at your fingertips. Select the service and repair article. Goes directly into the procedure. Again, all diagrams are pinch and zoomable. If you wanted to bookmark this article, you could select that light blue icon, which actually states that I already bookmarked it. So bookmarking is a feature within ALLDATA Mobile also. You select your bookmark icon on the top menu item, and you can see all the articles that you bookmarked in the past. Go back to the main screen. Now let's go to the vehicle level, and I just want to showcase how the repair information is laid out now. What you're seeing right now is basically the vehicle level of all data repair information. It's the top level of the repair information. And as you can see, all the systems are listed to the left. It's the same systems that are currently available within all data repair, but just in a grid format. So you can look over within a system and you could instantaneously see what information types are supported for that system. Or you can navigate to a specific component. Let's go down to powertrain management, fuel delivery. Go down to fuel pump. And as you can see, as fuel pump is selected, it shows up on the top row, and you know exactly instantaneously what information types are supported for that fuel pump. Per se, you wanted locations, just select the locations icon, and you got the locations diagram for that specific fuel pump. Okay, that pretty much, on a high level of the primary functionality of ALLDATA Mobile. I do recommend a one-on-one demo where you could instantaneously ask questions to the person handling the demo to get more in-depth on answers for your questions. But let's go back to the next slide. With that, some of the futures for ALLDATA Mobile. I realize it's right now we're at OBDII Basic. We had to start off someplace to build out this technology platform. Basically, we spent a lot of time working out the vehicle protocols, the initial vehicle protocols, and also the technology platform that we're going to be utilizing moving forward. And the primary goal is have a platform that can be ran on multiple tablets. Per se, the same app runs on a Windows tablet, an Android tablet, or an iPad. But moving into this next year, into 2015, where we're looking into adding enhanced powertrain codes, and also B codes, C codes, U codes, and airbag and ABS codes. We're going to be phasing these in incrementally as we're moving forward throughout the year. We're not going to do just one big release for everything. We're going to handle one make, then another make, and then another, and starting off with ABS codes, which seems to be the easiest entry into this realm. Now that moves us into the Q&A section of this. For the SEMA promo price, this is the phone number that you call, and this is also the phone number that you call for one-on-one demos. The number is 877-506-1910. Again, that's 877-506-1910. And the promo code is WSP. Let's take a look at some questions. I have a question from Chris about collision. This is a very good question. Part of ALLDATA Mobile is you could have the subscription set to support collision information through it. It's just a different subscription, same price. For the codes that are more relevant for collision shop, be it airbag codes. I get a lot of requests for airbag codes and B codes and C codes. That is what we're going to be working on this year moving forward in 2015. Another great question, how does mobile interact with the Manage product? Currently, we're disconnected from Manage, but as a product development group, we're building out a platform that will start doing some integration within it. Just stay tuned in this coming year, and we'll inform you when those releases will be happening. got some more questions coming in. I got a question here that asking which tablets are recommended. For Android specifically, I would go for anything with Android 4.4, 7-inch screen or above. But the one thing you got to watch out for, especially if you want to utilize the VIN barcode scanner, is that the tablet has an autofocus camera. A lot of these Android tablets out there have really, really low cost, low quality cameras in them. If you ask for the tablet with the autofocus camera, it's usually a higher end tablet. You'll get more life out of it, and you can utilize the VIN barcode scanner. Okay, another question concerning, but actually specifically the Surface tablet for Microsoft. Our next release in early 2015 is going to be able to support the Surface tablet for all those people that are utilizing Surface in their shops. Hopefully around probably January, February. More questions coming in. Give it a little bit more time for some more questions to come in. Oh, I got a question here on the price. I apologize. I should have said that right off the bat. It's actually $29.95 a month introductory offer, which ends on the 7th of November. Okay, I believe that concludes it. Thank you for attending the webinar. I really appreciate it. Please, if you want a one-on-one demo, call that 877 number. And also the 877 number is the same for calling for the special pricing. And if you have any follow-up questions also, feel free to email them in. And we thank you for attending.